Hello my sweeties and welcome back to my channel. If you don't already know me, my name is Celise and thank you for joining my spooky little family. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the top 10 best horror movies on Shudder. Let's get into the video. So, number 1 on my list is going to be Black Christmas. This is a film from 1974. This film takes place during Christmas break, and a group of sorority girls are stalked by a stranger. This is a really cool one because this is one of the first movies to show the movie from the killer's perspective. I think that's really cool. There are not a lot of movies that do that. This movie is a lot of fun. When watching the movie the first time, I actually was genuinely really creeped out. So I really like that. Number 2 on this list is going to be A Color Out of Space. This film is from 2019. This is about a family that their house is struck by a very strange meteoroid and apocalyptic things start to happen. This one is really good. I actually did a review on this one like at the start of my channel, so a couple months back, but this one stars Nicolas Cage. It has so many actors, I can't even remember everybody, but this one is a really good one and Nicolas Cage's performance is incredible. It is a Lovecraftian horror and it is sci-fi-ish. Speaking of Lovecraftian horror, this takes me right into number 3. Number 3 is going to be The Beach House from 2019 as well. This is about a young couple that decide to go away to kind of rekindle things and they want to spend time together, and little do they know they are not going to be having a romantic rendezvous because some strange people show up and they're like, oh, I know your dad. And this film becomes a struggle for survival. And all I have to say is just the fact that Liana Liberato is in this and she's amazing in it. I actually really love the ending of it. I think the ending is very sad but incredibly beautiful. Number 4 on this list is going to be a favorite of mine, which I also did a review on, Incident in a Ghostland. This one is from 2018 and this basically follows a mother of 2 who has to protect her daughters as a bunch of crazy murderous intruders come in to terrorize them. This one is very intense. It shows trauma in a beautiful but very sad way. I think that this one is a lot of fun and this is definitely a movie that doesn't stop. It keeps going and it never gets boring. Number 5 is going to be The Love Witch. This is from 2017 and this one is about a modern day witch who uses spells and magic to make men fall in love with her, and there are deadly consequences. This one is really unique. It is visually gorgeous. Our lead actress does a great job and this feels like a movie that is from years ago. Love the way it looked, love the way it sounded. I thought it was a very interesting story and I think that this movie is just spooky bad bitch vibes. Number 6 on this list is going to be Frank Henenlotter's Brain Damage. This is from 1988. If you've been watching my channel for a little bit, you know I love Frank Henenlotter. So this one is about a man who wakes up one morning to find that a small, really nasty creature has attached itself to his brain. And that is all I'm gonna say. This movie is crazy. It is bizarre. There's a little Easter egg in this movie in regards to Basket Case. So if you've seen Basket Case and you really liked it and you haven't seen this one, I totally recommend you go and watch this. Number 7 is going to be Found Footage 3D. This is one I have talked about a couple times. It is in my best indie horror list and I think it deserves a spot on this list as well because I really don't hear a lot of people talking about this one. This one is about a group of filmmakers that set out to make the first ever 3D found footage horror film, but things start to get very real and they start to like really question what's going on. This one is done in a really fun and clever way. It knows what it is, it knows what it's doing, and that's why I enjoy that one so much. Number 8 is going to be one that my good friend Melissa recommended to me, and honestly, it shocked me because I didn't think I would like it that much, just reading the description. But this one is Daniel Isn't Real from 2019. This one is about an imaginary friend that becomes quite dangerous. Our lead character, he ends up having this imaginary friend right after a very traumatic thing happens in his life. And basically, this imaginary friend is a very intense individual, and our lead begins to struggle having this imaginary friend. It is really bizarre and intense. There are definitely moments where I think it can be a bit cheesy, but overall, I think it was quite unique compared to other imaginary friend movies I have seen. So I think this one is worth giving a go. Also, I just want to say, Patrick Schwarzenegger just serving looks in this movie. Serving the looks and literally being a bad bitch. I love it. Speaking of imaginary friends, that leads me into number 9, and I am talking about Z from 2019. This film follows a family that finds themselves terrorized by their 8-year-old's imaginary friend. Now, again, really did surprise me because it didn't go in the direction I originally thought it was going to go. And also, I thought it was pretty genuinely creepy. This leaves me to number 10, Nina Forever from 2015. This film follows a man named Rob who is suicidal and begins to date a colleague that works with him at the supermarket. But whenever him and this colleague decide they want to have sex, his dead girlfriend, Nina, pops up. Every time they're about to get it on, she's like, "What? I didn't say you can move on, baby." That one is definitely a horror comedy. So if you are somebody who doesn't like horror comedies, then you're not going to like this one. But I think this one is definitely worth mentioning. I feel like not a lot of people talk about it, and I think it is worthy to be spoken about. I really think it is a fun one. So before I end this video, I just want to say a couple things. Nobody come for me. I know there are so many classics here on Shudder, like Texas Chainsaw, Hills Have Eyes, Sleepaway Camp, Halloween, etc. But I specifically wanted to shine light on some horror that's on Shudder that really surprised me and just ultimately is worthy of the love. A lot of the ones I listed are either Shudder exclusives or just overall some ones that I don't hear a lot of people talking about. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you guys think. Also, feel free to leave movies in the comment section that you would like me to review or talk about, or even movies that you think should have been on this list that maybe I don't know about. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.